welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this look here showing you how to do a very simple eyeliner technique without using liquid liners. I only used some eyeshadows and a few simple brushes that I will also talk about in this tutorial. I really love how this makeup look turned out. I think it's super sultry and feminine, cat-eyed, very smoky. It's so easy to do. So without a whole lot of work, stay tuned and learn some of my new tricks. Not really new, but maybe. Alright, so I look pretty harsh right now. I just woke up and, you know, I still have like that puffy face going on. But the first thing I'm going to do is put some chapstick on. This is Burt's Bees chapstick. It's one of my faves. Then I'm going to moisturize my skin, going in with Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. This is a awesome everyday lotion for your face moisturizer. For even more moisture, I'm going in with Badescu's facial spray, just so I can wake up just a little bit more. For foundation, I'm going in with Maybelline's Fit Me foundation in the shade 120. This is Classic Ivory. This foundation is, as you may know if you follow me on my channel, my favorite drugstore foundation. For concealer, I'm going in with Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light, and I'm going to blend that in with my Beauty Blender. I'm going to set up under my eyes using my RCma No Color Translucent Powder. I just put it in the Laura Mercier Travel Set. And I'm also going to bake my smile lines. I'm going to set the rest of my face using this big fluffy Moda Pro brush with NYX Stay Matte Dot Flat Foundation Powder or Powder Foundation. And then I'm going to do my brows. I'm using Anastasia's Brow Wiz in the shade Ebony. And I'm going to do one brow on camera and I'm going to do the other brow off camera. After I clean up around my brows with some concealer, I'm going to use my finger to push the concealer into my eye as my eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to set that with some more of the translucent powder in this big flat brush. This is just going to help for the shadows to go on more smoothly. Okay, I went ahead and did one eye off camera just so that I had a better strategy to explain to you guys. I put some translucent powder up under my lower lash line, as you can see, and that is to help me get a more clean precision line. After I dust it away, everything's going to look more clean and neat and be put together. These are the 4 main brushes that I'm using, and I will list them below so that you know what brushes they are. It's very essential for this eyeshadow look. First thing for this look is I'm going to take this palette by Pure called the Soiree Diaries and this Moda Pro brush BMX 430 crease brush. And I will put this down in the description box below so that you guys know what brush to get. But this is great for the transition color, which I used Mogul. And then I'm going in with Gala, which is this lighter pink, more pewtered color. And I'm going to put these in my crease just for a transition shade. Next, with the same brush, I'm taking this color called Suede by Huda Beauty in her Rose Gold Edition palette. I love this palette so much. Actually, I am not using the BMX Moda Pro brush. I switched to the Morphe 506 brush. This is a small detail brush, and I'm just going to pretty much circular motions and smoke out the outer V of my eye with this. Next, I'm going to take this flat Morphe brush, and I'm taking the color Black Truffle out of the Huda Beauty palette that I just used. I'm going to measure out to make sure that the wings are even with both of my eyes. I'm going to use this liner brush to make a wing with the outer portion of that brush and drag it all the way into the inner portion of my eye. The closer I get to the inner portion of my eye, I'm more so just tapping the brush into my eyelashes. So that way I'm not really like dragging it across the lid. I'm just pushing it into my lash line so that it darkens that part, and it just blends a little bit better. Then I'm going to take this really small detailed Morphe brush that I will put below also, and I'm going to take the color Suede that I used before the black truffle and just smoke out the line of the black shadow. And that way that everything is more blended and seamless. Blending is key doing this type of eyeshadow look. Then I'm going to go over it again with the black truffle color and intensify the pigment even more. Then I blend it again with the small Morphe brush. Then I do it a third time, and then I think I even do it a fourth time. This is the key to making this look the way that you really want it to look. As smoky as possible, but you don't want it to be a big blob on your eye. And you don't have to worry about messing up or dragging it too low. I take this sponge with translucent powder on it, I drag it up under the line and dust it away with a small brush. Then I'm going to take that same flat concealer brush that I used to clean up my brows with and just try to sharpen up the lines and make them both even on each eye as much as possible. This part is optional, but I'm taking Urban Decay's Perversion 24-hour eye pencil in black, and I'm going to run that on the inner top portion waterline, and then I'm going to run it on the bottom lower lash line and smoke it out with that same small detailed Morphe brush. And this part is optional. This makes it more smoky. If you wanted to, you could leave the bottom lash line blank and just put some mascara on. I'm going to prepare my lashes for falsies. I curl my lashes first, and then I'm going in with Lancôme's Big Monseuir mascara. I coat my top lashes with this. This mascara is amazing. You have to try it. I can't get over how awesome it is. And for lashes, I'm going in with House of Lashes Iconic Lights. These lashes are extremely affordable and extremely comfortable to wear. I'm going to then coat my bottom lashes using Rimmel Lash Accelerator, and then I'm going to go in with some contour. I am using a Lorac palette. I'm taking the deep and medium shade in this Firma brush, and I'm going to contour my cheeks just a little bit, at the same time using it as a bronzer. I do a little bit on the forehead, also down my nose. While I have that palette out, I'm taking the illuminating shade that's in that same palette in a small, little tiny pencil brush. I sprayed it with a little bit of Matte Fix Plus, and I'm going to highlight my inner corners and my brow bone. I'm going to use that same shade as my cheek highlight, and then I'm going to give my face a spray of some MAC Fix Plus. This is just going to help all of the powders settle onto my skin. I'm going to set my brows, which I normally don't do, but I'm using Rimmel Eyebrow Gel. And this is just to set them in place so they will not move throughout the day. Then I'm going in with this BH Cosmetics 10 Glamourous Blush Palette, and I'm taking these two shades, and I'm going to use this to just give my face a little bit more color. For lips, I'm going in with one of my favorite lip glosses, and this might be a little bit of a lipstick too because it's more on the pigmented side. It's not as sheer. It's Japonese in the number 1. And I'm going to put some more gloss on top of it just because it wasn't as glossy as I wanted, and this is just a gloss from Victoria's Secret that I had laying around. And that is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys were able to learn something maybe new, maybe a new trick, something new to try. I had a blast filming this, and please like it if you did. Subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment below, and until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.